game very shortly. But before we do, we're going to cover map 1 and 2. Momo, Tun, let's go over map 1 first of all.
I mean, which bit of map 1? I mean, we had a little bit of an issue at the start, but we got over it. Faze looked good at the start of both hard points, and for me, that's where they needed to kick it off. I said at the start, if they're going to take this series or going to push it to a second one, they need to win that hard point.
Yeah.
I just think it was a little bit too much for them. Damon, Karma, he just kind of started heating up around 2-3 minutes in, got score streaks, the payloads kind of came in. It just went from bad to worse for Faze. And for me, Optic, they look like they're getting close to being back to, you know, that feared Optic gaming.
Yeah, the Optic era. That's the kind of...
I honestly think that first hard point, with Faze having that lead at the beginning, obviously before the issue came in, that... I know obviously we don't want to try and talk about it because it wasn't actually part of the actual map that went
Didn't they start off fairly well on the second one?
They did, not as well. But I think not necessarily the result that, you know, happened in the second time they started around. That's going to be a real put downer, though. I don't
want to put too much credence in that. Like, yes, they were up, but they also went up the second time. Optic really came back into it. They were very, very powerful.
Oh, yeah, I know.
When they went through.
They were the better team.
But imagine you're up there and you're playing. You've got a really good lead. They were well set up as well. I mean, you know, I'm not discrediting Optic at all. I mean, they came back and did very, very well. But for me, I think you're in that situation. That happens. That's got to be such a buzzkill. You know, I mean, it's
look. I played GBs with Phil.
I carried.
And Phil is the one you pointed out of your GB squad.
And a guy called Gingy, right?
Yeah.
I know disappointment in GBs and in CoD.
Right.
I get where they're coming from, but you can regain. These guys are veterans. I think it's going to be fine. It was 40 points. I don't want to put too much credence in it. I think it's too much of an excuse, Tun, if I'm honest with you. Optic are the better squad. They've showed they're the better squad.
Oh, yeah. As I said, I'm not taking anything away. I'm not taking anything away from Optic whatsoever.
I feel like you are. And I'm going to stand up for the green wall.
Oh, would you now?
Tony's just against the green wall.
Why do you hate Optic, Tun?
I just don't get why he does it.
Yeah. I don't know why. He's just so biased. It's like really hard to deal with.
During the breaks, he's doing his Faze up, and I'm like, come on, be serious. You know.
Can you be unbiased for 1 minute?
Professional.
We're trying to get into this game. Anyway.
Are we done?
Yeah. Optic, yeah, they did look the better team. I thought their rotation was on point. It kind of helps when they're winning the majority of gunfights going through. Like, the rotation, both teams kind of knew how to rotate and they were going for the rotations, but once Optic started to really get motoring, Faze just weren't winning the rotation kills. It was that simple. You have a 50-50 gunfight. If you lose that 80% of the time, it's just never going to go well for you.
I mean, there was a moment at Baseball Hill where Attach was really going off and sort of getting in a position for his team to maybe work on that map, but yeah, as I said, Optic just too powerful in the end. The S&D was pretty much, nearly a massacre. They looked really good at the start. Yeah.
Again, I said before the series came in, I said, if Optic start off hot, I think Faze is going to seriously struggle.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's doing the same thing again. Faze, you know, they're now on the main stage, they're sitting there, they've got the same feelings going on. This is the same stuff happening. This wouldn't surprise me to be a 3-0, but we see the game is pretty much ready to start. So, I'm going to hand it back over for map 3 to Courage and Maven.
Fantastic stuff, gentlemen, and we are ready to kick it off here for the uplink. We're going to be headed to Frost, and you got everything telling me Optic closes it here.
Yep.
How do you not? With the way they've been playing?
Couldn't agree more. It's a little anticlimactic. That would mean that if they do win this 3-0, that would mean our winner's bracket final was a 3-0 sweep, loser's bracket final was a 3-0 sweep, grand final was a 3-0 sweep. Can't remember the last time that's happened. Optic Gaming, I just saw someone tweet me saying they think that they're perfect right now in the winner's bracket in maps at 11-0. Overall, this weekend, a 20-3 map count. That's ridiculous.
Have no means of confirming that via my brain.
Here's the way to put it. They 3-0 Envy to start.
Okay.
They 3-0 Faze in winner's bracket final. They're 2-0 now. So what was that second series in between to get them to the winner's bracket final? Do you remember?
No.
That's a no. That is a no.
No, I do not.
But that's fine. You know what? We've talked a lot. We've said a bunch of things. And now we're ready to get into game 3.
I'm having fun, buddy. Let's close this one out. Or Faze. They bring it back.
Please.
One of the greatest comebacks in the history of Call of Duty.
Do they want me to go hop on the controller? I'm a free agent.
No one in the world wants that. You're a thumbless monster.
First you say I'm never going to find a wife.
Oh, I think that's true.
Now you just said that I'm a thumbless monster that no one wants to watch play. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
You got it all out?
I believe I did get it all out. But seriously, with the way those first 2 maps were, this would have to be one of the most insane comebacks because they just weren't close.
No, it just wasn't at all. We're ready to go, though, for game number 3. Let's get into it. Faze Clan, your tournament hopes lie here. You must reverse sweep Optic Gaming, the squad that has yet to drop a map in the championship winners bracket, and you need to win 3 in a row right now to reset the bracket.
Clayster picks up 1 here, trying to find a second at Cliffs. He's got a teammate there to attach who picks up both. 4 down. Maybe this is what you need, boys. Get it going. Faze searching for energy, searching for just the depth here to bring it through. Is the interception? No. 1 point on the board as Faze strikes first.
That's a good start for the Red Militia as they go ahead and get those points on the board. And why is it possible? Because they just get 4 kills right middle map right away. Simple as that. And they follow up with a quick 1-point play. Attach trying to keep this pressure away from his base. But I do think for right now, Optic Gaming will grab this drone unless Clayster has something he can do across the map. We are watching Scump, who's pushing on up, but he needs to rotate back and help his teammate in the middle to get some drone control.
Yeah, they need something. He's getting flanked too, so it's going to go nowhere. And I know that when I say they, Optic, aren't the biggest fans of this particular map and mode. I don't know if it's due to losing it several times or just not a fan of the play style. I know Formal said to me one issue he has with it, unlike something like Breakout Hardpoint, where you're able to punish people big time for making mistakes. He said you can make huge mistakes here and it just doesn't hurt you because I guess because you spawn right up there.
Yeah,
on
you spawn on your portal on
you're
basically both sides.
Yeah, you're able to recover from just about anything. But let's see, who's going to be the first to make a big mistake that may cost you? I thought the drone might fly off for a moment there, but Karma does stay up, slides behind a second. There's a third, the reload's on, close range and personal! Karma finds 3 and just stays on.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Clayster fell off, he chased him and fell off the map!
Bye-bye, Clay.
I'll count that as an ace for Karma, wiping the whole team.
Yeah, that likely is an ace. The 1-point toss, the interception's there, the toss though good, and the kills keep on going. He's 275 off of streaks, but finally gets cut down, but that was just monstrous plays from Karma.
It's just what Karma does for this Optic Gaming team. It's little spurts like that. It might not be the best stats overall throughout the entire game, but plays like that are what help Optic Gaming become a championship caliber team yet again.
Couldn't agree with you more, but we are tied up at 1-1.
Maybe
a game that's going to go the distance. Yes, the Hitfire does connect, but it's the L trigger of Scump that keeps it going. Now you have it in hands of Formal. We're playing outside of Robo Bay. It's going towards Ridge, and he's just keeping it on the edge of the map as he's finding kills. There's one coming around. Attached. Good luck with that gunfight. You got 2 Optic Gaming members there. 1 left. Zuma, you're the only man up. Now they're going to get forward. This should be for points.
This should be a dunk.
They're already sliding inside the base. This has got to be a dunk.
He's going to wait. They should wait.
Get back to mid-map.
Nice.
It's Scump that's back to mid-map, so now they're likely going to put it through. He doesn't get there in time, but the dunk's still going in.
And now Faze actually get 3 kills. Crimsix on the trail. This should be enough to force Faze to go anywhere but inside this Robo Bay. Yeah, that will be. They're going to go for this cliffside push. Crimsix does die. I believe he falls up the map now. Attach with 2. And this could potentially be a dunk for Faze. Instead, probably himself for 1.
Oh, he doesn't get it off! He doesn't get it off!
Oh, no.
That's got to be a 1-pointer there. I don't know if he just took an extra second to line it up or what the case is, but now you get an Able dying in the back of the base. They're not able to really slow down the Optic counterattack, and there's 3 pushing outside Ridge. They want nothing to do with your more standard push. It's still on the map is Karma. Play after play going huge here in the grand
final. And look
final.
where the rest of Faze is. They're all the way in middle map. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
this will be a dunk for Karma. 5-1 now. Optic Gaming in the lead.
This is insane stuff, just from a movement standpoint, overall skill, something you're not going to see your average player ever able to pull off at home. Magical stuff from Karma as he continues to be so damn impressive. But now it's the counterattack. Clay in front, enable through. 2 quick points, and you're only trailing by 2. This is back and forth as it gets, buddy.
Nice job by Faze to immediately answer the dunk of their own. Attach trying to clear this outer lane. We've seen a lot of presence from Faze so far on this side of the map. Really, both teams have pushed towards Cliff a little bit more than you expect. As Clayster is playing towards his top sub side, he actually didn't see Crimsix. Both players just missing each other as the timing is a little bit off right there for both teams. Nice job by Clay to at least clear out middle map, but again, he's going to be the lead blocker now with this drone moving up.
Yeah, he's pushing forward. There's one to beat in the back. You have to come out gun up there. You have to assume somebody might be playing it back helipad. I know it's easier for us as we can see the mini-map, but just not ready at all for him to be in that position. Everybody now dropping on the side of Faze. You cleared out base. You cleared out mid. Trim 6 K-Bar is disgusting to witness. They might be able to get here in time. Dude, I mean, Enable's got to rush a drone right now. Nope, it does actually reset in that time window. We'll go into the half with Optic Gaming up by 2. They are now 5 minutes away from a championship title, their first major title in Infinite Warfare. How sick were those 2 series of plays by Karma, just flirting with death on the edge? Yeah, and it's why Optic Gaming have this lead. It's literally all 3 of the 5 points. Unbelievable stuff. There's some chants starting in the crowd as you're just 5 minutes away from Optic potentially being your CWL Paris champions. But, you know, as much as we were highlighting the plays from Karma, a reason he was able to do that was the mid-map control of Krim. He's 20 and 10 here. You saw how accurate his K-Bar shot was, and here it continues in the second half. It's funny to see how every player in Optic Gaming has had a moment of brilliance. You have Formal in map 1 at 38 and 24. Karma and Scump, the duo in the last map to take that map for OG and S&D, and now it's Krim at 22 and 10. He's over double positive right now. Everyone a shining star for OG in this grand final. And that's a very tough gunfight you see for Clayster. I set up middle is Karma. He's using the ERAD to perfection. Attached trying to counter back here. Loses one, not able to finish the kill, and now it might be pressure coming forward from Optic Gaming. As Karma's trying to lead the way to the 3 streak, making a 4 streak, 14 and 13, 3 points to go. Enable set up in the back, but Scump does get it off. 6-3 advantage, and now 2 possession advantage. And you know how important these possessions can be. Now 2 different pushes that FaZe must make and get a score on if they want to come back, and now they've only got 4 minutes to work with. So far inside 2, barely any drone control for the boys of the Red Militia as they keep trying to push on up without having any kills in their favor. Clayster doing what he can to stay alive middle map. There's 3, potentially 4. No, Crim6 with a nice reaction time to cut him down there. Yeah, Crim6 has just been a monster. 24 and 14, leading all players by a darn wide margin. And really, I mean, when you take a look at it, it's not the biggest slaying edge. Yes, I mean, Crim6 has a huge part of it, but it's a reason it's come so close. Is you've been hanging. Well, actually, you know, Zuma's having a really, really rough final. Yep. Now, when you look at it, 11 and 18, 12 and 18, but he started out so negative. But here's the overdrive, and there's the dunk. 8-3, 3:15 away from a 3-0 win over FaZe. 2 of them in a day. Yeah, I believe that'll put Optic now at a 9-1 map count in the last 3 series versus FaZe, or something like along those lines. It's actually nuts how dominant they've been in these last 2 tournaments against FaZe Clan. As right now, OG just looking like the better team. And after all the times that FaZe beat Optic on LAN, it's insane to now see the story flip. It really is. You know, we've both been casting for a couple of years now, and seeing this grow to be one of the best rivalries in all of esports, it's been truly a treat. But right now, it's just Optic Gaming asserting their dominance here. Even in the times that FaZe was beating Optic over and over, is this the most one-sided we've seen this matchup between these 2 teams? Oh, yeah. With this, like today? With today and Atlanta? Well, I mean, to be fair, you're talking about what has been one of the most dominant tournament runs of a team. If what you're telling me is accurate, with that 20 and 3 map count, that's just incredible stuff. That's worldly stuff. Yeah, it'll put them at 21 and 3 if they take this map here with a 10-3 lead. Now they're just beginning to turn up even more. Crim6 31 and 15 on a 4 streak, far and away leading the slaying of this one. This is another dunk. Easily. 32 and 15, a 5 streak. Salutes now coming in from Karma. I'm looking at all different screens. Optic know the scenario they put themselves in. Now they just must hold on for 1 minute and 45 more seconds. Karma, everybody's going off. Like you said, Formal Game 1 was a monster. Krim now 33 and 16. Camo, Jukes, dunk, melee, still alive. This is insane. This is like a new level of Optic. Like, who is going to touch them if they can stay in this peak form? That's what happens when you have 4 of the best players in the world play back-to-back lands. You remember in AW, what was it, 3 weekends in a row they won? There's no downtime, and they just keep getting better and better over those stretches. Krim, I switched off him when he died. I think that was 30 seconds ago. He's already found 4 kills. He might break 40. 40 and uplink, an insane number to hit. They've completely blown open the floodgates. This has been a dominant performance
from Optic Gaming. Tell your friends, folks, they are back and looking better than ever before.
They need to apologize.
6-0 map count versus Faze. They 3-0 Envy earlier on in the bracket. That's a statement if you ask me.
It is one hell of a statement. You doubted them. I know there were people that did after a couple poor performances. But God, what more can you say about this performance? One of the best I've seen at an event.
Do you think with Optic Gaming as an organization just a couple months ago, people were saying that of their teams they have, the CoD team was like the 4th best?
I joked about that after the CS team won. And
now they're back.
I'm eating my words. Give him 40. He tags him up, doesn't finish it. Surely, no, not able to do it yet with 15 seconds left. There's nothing left to talk about. Optic Gaming has done it.
God.
3-0 as Formal kills the entire team in the base, baby. This is sick stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is over. Optic Gaming are your CWL Paris Open champions in dominating fashion.
What a grand final. What a Sunday. Let's hear what the players have to say.
Come back, please, please. Clayster, il part énervé. J'imagine après la première manche qui aurait été très difficile. Je vais récupérer. Bon, alors, Zuma ou Clayster. Clayster veut quand même prendre la parole. J'imagine que c'est un moment qui est difficile. It must be pretty hard. They did it like in the 3 maps. The first map was so hard. I know that you're playing with some technical issues, very hard to handle. But at the end, they did on the 3 maps.
I mean, Optic's a really good team. I think it's a lot of bullshit what happened that first map, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it happens, technical issues, whatever. They played better than us. Good job. Congrats to them.
Voilà, malgré les problèmes techniques, comme il le dit, ils ont été meilleurs. Non, stay with us on the podium, please. Applaudissements une dernière fois, s'il vous plaît, pour cette équipe des Faze. S'il vous plaît. Alors de l'autre côté, j'ai la force tranquille, j'ai un regard apaisé d'un scump conquérant, heureux d'être sur le toit du monde. You did it again, I'd say. What else to say? Could you hear that audience with you?
I mean, yeah, the crowd was electric. Thank you guys. You guys make it awesome to play here every single year. Thank you guys. This is our 3rd win at ESWC in a row, so it feels pretty good to win here again.
Et ouais, 3e ESWC d'affilée pour eux, c'est incroyable. Un petit mot sur cette performance. Vous n'avez pas perdu une map de tout le tournoi. J'imagine que ça vous donne une confiance énorme pour la suite. You have no loss, any map. Any map. Do you realize that? And you must be very confident for all the tournament coming.
Yeah, I said it before our 3rd map started up. I was like, I don't want to jinx it, guys, but we are 1 map away from going flawless in winners bracket. So it was a really good feat. We did really well, played amazing this tournament. I'm proud of the team.
Comme il dit, en fait, ils en ont même parlé. Ils ont dit, allez, venez, on s'amuse un petit peu. Non, je veux absolument qu'on gagne, que ce soit 3-0 et qu'on marche un peu sur tout le monde. On a bien senti qu'ils étaient au-dessus aujourd'hui. On peut les applaudir bien fort, les Optic Gaming, champions de cette ESWC. Je vais demander maintenant à nos officiels. Il y a Sylvain Maillard.
So that was accurate. Undefeated in winners bracket.
Yep.
I don't even know what to compare that to. I mean, I'm sure maybe it's happened in other esports, sports in general, but that's just, it's an insane run, bud.
I think the thing to remember, too, is that the teams they face absolutely strong. You got to say, though, you see the emotion on Faze. It's tough to have an interview right after a tough loss like that, obviously. Not a pretty way to start that series with the certain tech issues going on. I feel
Clay seemed to be a fan of that. No, he's frustrated, and rightfully so, but it's not it's one of those things, you know, nothing you can do about it. It's just a frustrating situation, and, you know, my heart's with him, but I don't know how much that would have changed it. Optic looks so good. I don't think that one instance is going to be a difference really in the series.